Welcome back, everyone. This is Akanar with more Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, where last time I mentioned at the end of the episode that I was thinking about doing some backtracking. We obviously have one more big area still to find, at least. There's at least one more big... There's a map. There's an entire map. Portion of the map that needs to be tracked down, and we have yet to find our way there. And while I have, as I mentioned, consulted with my sister, one of my trusted advisors, she has advised me that it's not, if we continue in Anir Alim, we're not going to be locking ourselves out of any major content per se, and so we could keep going there and then potentially head to the rest of the map later on, maybe through nudges or some other sort of or seeing if indeed there is a sending gate or some other nonsense within Anir Alim that happens to send us to this portion of the map. However, me playing a video game, that doesn't quite feel right. I'm the kind of player where I do like, if I can, I don't always do it, but this feels like endgame. Whatever comes next with Letta and Mikola and whatever else may be in store, that feels very much like what we would want to do last. And we would want to cover as many other bases as possible before doing that. So that was my desire to do this backtracking. The major objective was to find this part of the map, which I have not done just yet. However, I have found some things. It has not been a fruitless backtracking so far. I have not done an entire extensive backtracking just yet, but I have found a few things here that we'll go through in our recent items, if I can find them here. One of them is I did find a shiny potboy and another Shadow Tree fragment, which I think we get to up our Shadow Tree blessing one more level here momentarily. And I found another bell bearing, a string seller's bell bearing, which I have not looked at yet, but it does. Wow. Okay, I should have known from the name. It actually gives us unlimited string. Okay, that's cool. I guess if we ever get into like the drawstring grease or pot items at some point, I don't see myself doing that, to be honest. But we'll see. The bell bearing of a horn-sent string seller who did not survive the war. Okay, so we have that, and I believe I discovered that over here, just back in like the starting area, basically. Where was it here? Yeah, these little nooks and crannies that I had not fully explored. So we can take these markers off the map here. Oh, I'm pressing the D. I'm using the D-pad sometimes to navigate around the map here. I think that's because I've been playing some Blasphemous and I've started using the D-pad in that game. And that doesn't translate to Elden Ring. The other stuff, the other things that I have found here, the other items... I found the Spelldrake Talisman +3. This was another little path that I had completely overlooked near Castle Ensis. Castle Ensis had a path out front going under the bridge that led down to this little building that is on the map. And that's part of what I've been trying to do in my backtracking here, is just be more observant about what is actually on the map. Because it does give you, it's a low resolution map in some cases, but it still has a pretty good way of marking out buildings and structures and paths and various things that you would want to look into a little more closely. And sure enough, there was another section of the castle down underneath that we had not explored yet. And in fact, there was another section inside the castle. I went and backtracked through Castle Ensis as well. Oh, and there was something down here out in the castle front. There were so many things that we missed. Relatively minor things, but still stuff that you want to pick up. It was this spread crossbow that was out front of the castle in another little area beneath those tents that had been set up by the troops out there that I had not checked. A modified crossbow made by combining two crossbows into one. Oh, I hadn't read that yet. Two. What's better than one crossbow? Two. It looks like they've been duct taped together. Brilliant. capable of loading multiple bolts and firing them simultaneously, enabling a spread of fire. Okay, so you've got the repeating crossbow if you want rapid fire, and then the spread crossbow if you want, well, spread. Duh. The other stuff that I found within Castle Ensis, there was a Glintblade Trio spell. Old sorcerer of the Carian royal family creates a sigil overhead from which 3 enemies seeking glint blades appear after a brief delay. The prototypical form of sword phalanx sorceries saw a different subsequent refinement in the realm of Shadow. Very cool. I think I also got this to drop randomly off one of the glintstone guys. A sword with a glintstone in its handguards, wielded by scholars of the Lazuli Conspectus who seek to master Carian sorcery. Apparently, once used as a staff, this sword is made of wood. All right, cool. And then the Wolfcrest shield. There was a chest down beneath a little side path next to, I think, where we fought. What was the guy's name? Was it Moonrathil or something? A finely made blue shield featuring an engraving of a wolf under the moon. Now that I am looking at that more closely, that is some cool. That is a very cool engraving. Radagon's Red Wolf? Maybe, or excels at fending off sorceries. The wolf is the beast. I see, the beast of the Carian royal covenant, a symbol of the moon's pride that none can forget, no matter what remote lands they may arrive in. Oh, maybe it's an homage to Sif. That's probably what it is. I think I also got this red branch short bow to drop off one of the pages, so add another to our bow collection as well. And let's see what else here that managed. Oh, and of course, where I am starting the episode, here, I apparently never explored on the wing of the massive dragon. I don't know why I never did that. I think the reason is that I got distracted by Charo's hidden grave. I saw pretty red flowers, and I had tunnel vision, and I never went to explore over in this direction. Turns out there wasn't a ton to find for a moment when I was recording off before the episode here. I thought maybe there would be like a boss fight, a dragon, one last dragon swooping in from somewhere, just because the wing is, you know, there's an extended space out here on which you could potentially do battle with some big monstrosity, but instead I found some more dragon communion harpoons. So maybe that's a little bit of addition to the lore that Egon actually brought this bad boy down. Maybe? Because these are supposed to be his harpoons, are they not? Correct? Well, it says a tool of the old Dragon Communion warriors who were agents of the ancient dragon's hatred for their lowborn descendants. Okay, maybe, I don't know if it was specifically Egon, but somebody with Dragon Communion harpoons looks like they had a hand in dealing somewhere, maybe not the finishing blow, but definitely bringing this this monstrosity down to earth. And then the last thing over here that I did suffer an unfortunate death in the process of exploring Charo's hidden graves. It was just some random gray birds that just ganged up on me because I wasn't being very careful. So +1 to the death counter. We try to track all those statistics and keep everything even off the book, not off the books. It may be off camera, but it's not off the books, is what I meant to say. And then I found a great glovewort on one of these coffins that I had not dropped down to. There's a drop down to a coffin right in this area here. So a lot of things, you know, a lot of little fun random pickups that help flesh out our the collection of items. But as of yet, no pathway leading us to the areas of the map, this last big area of the map that we want to get to. So what I was thinking, instead of me continuing, because so far all that I've managed to do is what's listed, basically all of what's listed here under the gravesite plane. There may be a little bit, I didn't go through necessarily the entire stone coffin fissure. I sort of warped to each of the sites of grace. But otherwise, I was pretty extensively going through each of these. I didn't go through Lamenter's Jail. Fuck that place. But otherwise, I was checking each of these fairly rigorously, looking at the map, seeing what I had missed. And what I thought was, instead of going through every other single area that we've already been to with that same level of thoroughness just yet, there is one thing on our checklist that we haven't done yet, which is the Darklight Catacombs. And the Darklight Catacombs, I was reminded that one of the early dungeons that we did in the DLC was Dragon's Pit. And Dragon's Pit is what got us into Jagged Peak. We accessed an entire other section of the map by going through a dungeon. Could that be the case with Darklight Catacombs and wherever this is supposed to be? Could it? It is certainly in the vicinity, and it is a catacombs. Usually catacombs are these, at least so far, the catacombs in the DLC have all been these, they have a big elevator that goes down. Now, this one does not immediately have a big elevator that goes down. No, wait a second. No, it did. We did ride in an elevator, did we not? So we've already ridden down the elevator, and this is where the site of grace is. So it's possible. Anything is possible, guys, when you're living the dream. So why don't we start out? Another thing I have done here is I'm experimenting, going back to a more, I suppose, traditional setup with the pouch, or at least with the flasks of Crimson and Cerulean Tears, and having those in my quick items rather than my pouch. Because, yes, we've played basically the entire game now with my flasks in my pouch, and this is almost certainly going to screw me up at least once or twice in the heat of the moment. Oh, I think that's actually why I died against the Gravebirds, now come to think of it, because I went to heal and instead turned on my lantern. So yeah, I forgot that part of the story. That was sort of an important detail. So switching around my telescope and my lantern along, swapping places with the flasks, this is, you know, potentially setting myself up for bad news. At the same time, I feel like even this late in the game, I have still been misclicking more often than I would like when it comes to drinking my flasks in the heat of battle. And I want to see if I can get used to this once again. This is the way I played all of Dark Souls, Bloodborne. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to get used to it again. Is this going to be a more foolproof way to make sure I don't misclick at the wrong time? There may be some misclicks in the short term, but perhaps there will be a long-term benefit. Now, I'm also trying out this new axe that we had picked up in the Ancient Ruins, Devonia's Big Axe, isn't that what it's called? Sorry, Devonia's Hammer, and it has Devonia's Vortex, and I want to try this. I want to try this out. However, I'm also noticing it's very dark in here. They did say Darklight Catacombs, did they not? God damn it. I knew it! Ah, see, I almost went to turn on my lantern just now to heal. I almost did it. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun, guys. It's dark in here. I do have a torch. I have the St. Trina's torch for whatever reason, and I think I'm gonna need to be using it. But I do also want to be two-handed my big hammer and try out a big old. I don't know if I need, I don't think I need the extra item discovery if we're just battling against imps. I don't care about their nonsense. Well, sort of, but not really. I think I would much rather have two-handed damage. How about that? Let's do that and see. Now, because there is a potential for, because I want there to be a way that this catacombs connects to the final portion of the map. I would love that to be the case. I'm going to try to be a little bit even more thorough and meticulous than I might normally be. So bear with me here as my pace, maybe even a little bit more deliberate, making my way through here, because I would love to find if it's a sus wall or a ledge to drop down. I would love to figure out how we can... Oh my god. The bonus rune eye is giving this guy away. That's funny. I would love to find a way that this connects. I want to make it connect to where we have not been yet. I hate that you jump around like the stupid watch kitty. Why you gotta be like that? Not the most lethal attack, but certainly annoying. We're gonna, I might need to bring back the turtle shield if we are using big hammer. Maybe we'll need more stamina at some point, but for the sake of simplifying my armaments, I do want to just have the one shield and torch for the moment. This man, we are gonna need a torch in here. We're going to need it. And yeah, it's definitely... Oh, I see the cannon. I see the cannon. God damn it. Oh boy, do we need the torch. There's no way. There's no way that I would have seen that if I had not had the torch going. Aha, it does the same thing as the sunflower. It has the... Even if you don't hit them, it does have the momentary stagger that takes place. The nice... One of the main benefits of having the big old strength weapon. Man, we have just... I don't think we have... I cannot remember one instance of this type of a wall actually be an illusory. I don't think that has happened once in Elden Ring. Spoiler alert, I know that it happened at least once. I'm almost positive it happened in Dark Souls 3 with the, Is this gonna let there be light? It does. Oh, wow. I was only kind of half believing myself there when I said that, but yeah. Okay, we got some light in here. Holy shit. Oh, and there's some ledges to the sides. None that I can reach, though, but I do need to make note of that fact, because it looks like over there... Aha, is that where we were before? Were we just over there? Is that where we came from, in fact? Or it's where we're going? Okay, it's... oh, that guy's dead. I already killed you, and I still got spooked. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a Dark Souls 3 Catacombs. I mean, there was only... There was the Catacombs, right? And it had at least one illusory wall of that make and model. But I don't think they've ever done it in Elden Ring. We'll come back. I do want to come back for this ledge to drop down to. Ah, that's where we were at first. We were up there. Okay, okay. I really have enjoyed the catacombs layouts. The basilisk eyes. we had our fun memeing about that. But in general, the catacombs design has just been phenomenal. All the dungeons, dude, the runes, the bonus rune eyes, once again, giving you away. Okay, at least there's only one of you down there, it looks like. Can we do a plunging attack? Will I get myself killed if I do that? Let's find out. Answer? Well, there was death involved. Let me check up here one more time. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna... This is... Oh, man, okay. Also, sitting down to play Elden Ring is so much fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to play through this game again. New Game Plus. But it is going to be a little bit sad when the first time, the first playthrough, the initial go through every area, go through every area, the first playthrough, when it's done, it's going to be a little bit sad. Because there's going to be no more areas to explore for the very first time, and there's just no replacement. I know that's why y'all are here watching. It's just there is no replacement for that very first time, and it's so much fun to see. If you can't do it yourself, it's so much fun to see how someone else does it. He was like, dude, you're supposed to go for the item. You're supposed to go for the item. Oh my god, this is a boomerang attack? You got a boomerang attack, huh? Oh, you're not. Oh, for some reason I thought you were on like a platform far away. I don't need to like shoot you. I can just run up and whack you. Yeah. Yeah, I thought for some reason there was going to be a gap in between us. Don't know why. Oh, there are so many potential walls to roll into. Because, you know, they've done it for the entire game where none of these have been sus walls. What if that one last area that you can't get to just yet, what if it's hidden behind one of these walls? What if, guys? we might be here a while. Just, you know, I tried to warn y'all. This we could be here. We could be here for a little while. Because there's a lot of walls to check. All right. So this does now circle around to this area. But there's a room above. There's a room above this entry here. So let's now circle back, because we can drop down to the appropriate ledge. Except, there's ladder. Okay, I was looking for the ladder in the wrong place. I just did another blasphemous thing, by the way. I jumped. I was like, I'm gonna jump and grab the ladder in midair. Blasphemous is really fun. Just FYI. If you're at all into 2D side scrollers or Metroidvanias, like I am, because I'm a absolutely huge Hollow Knight fan. It's my favorite game. And Blasphemous has been a ton of fun doing that here on the channel. Still going, right? We got like the torchlight that's like bleeding through the walls here. The wonkiness of the lighting in Elden Ring. Did I go too far? I did go too far. The fuck am I doing? Probably sitting here blabbing about Blasphemous. Stay focused on the task at hand. But that's the thing, is, you know, it is one of the fun, well, one of the things about recording a playthrough for YouTube is that your focus is divided. It's the streamer tax. It's the let's player tax. Your focus, oh my god, your focus is not 100% on the game at all times. Your focus is also in trying to narrate a at least somewhat entertaining and engaging viewer experience, you know? Would y'all really want to watch me just sitting here? Just sitting here? Well, maybe sometimes. Just sitting here, like, tilted and running from enemies and other nonsense in Anir Alim and other places. Maybe. In short spurts, that can be perhaps entertaining. But I would like to think that, you know, my dialogue and musings and sometimes mad ramblings are at least, you know, they add something that the playthrough would just not be without them. So, you know, the Viridian Amber Medallion +3 is also now in our possession. How much does it actually boost our stamina? By 26? Okay. It's just like, I would expect these to ramp up more for some reason, but each of these only ramps up your stamina by 3. So, I don't know, I guess that's about equivalent. That's about the same as if you were putting like a 1.5 points into endurance, maybe. It's probably decent, especially the fact that it goes over the soft cap, right? So you can add additional stamina beyond the soft cap. Maybe. Is it worth a talisman slot? That's debatable. Okay. Does not feel like there would be anything to drop down to, but... Whoa, dude. Okay, wait. No. That's a kill box, right? Because I'm not using a rainbow stone. I need to be using rainbow stones. I was like, well, it didn't do the sound, but that's only... It only does that sound if it's with a rainbow stone. Okay, so it's just lighting up, and the glowstone did kind of have the fact that we're inside of this Darklight Catacombs. It's really, look at how it's blocking out the light. It is not as glowy of a glowstone as it normally is. Okay, so nowhere to go there, I don't think. And I feel like we, you know, if there was anything to miss, I certainly didn't see it. Or if there were secrets to find, is what I'm trying to say. If there were secrets, I might have missed them, but I feel like we checked that first part out pretty decently. Oh man, there are so many. I'm gonna ride that one more time. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be looking, if at all. Or, it would be so difficult to, like, jump to a ledge. This elevator moves quickly enough where it would be really almost impossible to just jump to the right ledge as it's going by, if there were one to jump to. And I don't see any openings there behind us. Let's hope there's no elevator secrets here to be found. Just to finish my thought, though, the nice thing about the backtracking that I've been doing. Are we already at the boss? We apparently are already at the boss, because that's a Stake America. All right, hold that thought. Well, it's just been nice. It's been nice to get to play the game as I'm backtracking without, you know, necessarily having to narrate the entire time, and being able to devote that focus a little more closely. Oh, what the hell? Devoting that focus to observing the environment and trying to find all the secrets. Okay, this is interesting. They're giving us a Stake of America, and they're also giving us a part across the way that lights up when we... Okay, is that just because maybe it's the dark light effect? The dark light effect has like a distance thing where it's like it's foggy back at this... It's too foggy when you're at a certain distance. You get close enough and all of a sudden it's visible. So we're not entering through a fog gate as I thought we were, but they do give us a Stake of America. Oh, it's so dark. All right, but we know how to light things up. We just need to find our way to get ourselves to that lever. Where is the frickin' ambush? Ah, I see. Can I get to you without... I wonder if there's like a ladder that I can get out here somewhere. That's what it looks like. Because that ledge, I could see it was a caster. It was not an imp that was going to fall down on my head. And I thought, okay, well, usually this is not Dark Souls 2. So they do give us a way to actually reach this guy and hit him over the head on our own, right? Or go with a back smash, even. Except he noticed us too soon. There was an imp as well! Oh my god! Fuck! Okay, okay. Where in the heck? God damn it. That's why there's a Stake America. Thank you. I will admit that partial credit for that death goes to the fact that I have switched my flask setup. And that is one positive of having your flask always in your pouch, is that you always know where it is, right? There's no like, wait a second, I had a glowstone that I just dropped. Because at least I remembered, oh, I need to press square button to heal. Oops. Except I have glowstones ready instead of my fucking flask. Okay, we'll get used to this, guys. We'll get used to this. This is fine. This is fine. We also know now there's a fucking imp to deal with. And thank God there's a Stake America. Give me my lantern, please. Thank you. We'll have our flask of crimson tears ready to drink. Those imps deal so much fucking damage. I'm even wearing my damage talisman. Or my damage negation. Physical damage negation. And they're still... Why do they hurt so badly? I know it's the DLC. I almost made it out of that, though. Almost escaped. Came close. If we'd have gotten the back smash in the first place, that situation, that whole thing could have been avoided. I don't know why. He apparently doesn't, he apparently is immune, or he's really... Well, shit. Didn't realize you could shoot through the floor. Let's drink before we go down there, because that imp hurts so dang much. Wait. Oh, I thought I killed the imp. I didn't realize I hit the imp, or I wasn't planning to hit the imp at the same time. That worked out okay. What the fuck? All right. Oh, Ghost Glove Ward 2. Amazing. There's no way that would be a sus wall, because that would go out to that ledge that we already navigated. So glad they gave us a Stake America. That was very, very kind of them. I had a feeling that the railing was going to get in the way. Had a feeling. I had a feeling. Just love the size, the size of these catacombs and how they feel so wide open compared to the base game catacombs. And they kind of have, you know, in their own, it's like, in a way, it's kind of a microcosm of the DLC overworld, where you have this, you know, all these different layers that kind of stack on top of each other. Such a cool way. Yeah, I knew I heard some breathing somewhere. Can I do my vortex when you're on the wall like this? Yes! So there's like a splash damage that knocked you off the wall. That was cool. I do like this vortex. I don't have to charge it, obviously. And probably shouldn't in most cases. I'm checking every freaking wall. There might not be like a single sus wall in this place, but goddamn. Oh, there's a ladder though. All right, all right. I don't know that I... Well, I didn't see that ladder initially, that's for sure. That's why we check. All right, so there's a ladder. Let me just look around one more time here. There's a ladder, and yeah, we definitely want to do the ladder before we go down the stairs, because the ladder could lead across to that switch that lights everything up. That would be cool. I feel like I hear some imp breathing nearby. Oh, I see. It's okay. There's like a passageway here. Yep, that drops down to the lever. Let me just explore in this direction first. No. Okay, drop down to lever, possibly. Can I target anything? Imps anywhere waiting to... There's always imps waiting to ambush you. It's just a matter of from where. Okay, light it up. Light it up, baby. Oh, you can actually light it down. Apparently. Oh. Huh. Is there any advantage to that, I wonder? That feels unusual for them to do that. We've talked about that before, the fact that it doesn't commonly feel like something that FromSoft does. Reversible levers outside of, you know, elevators and whatnot. I can't think of any advantage right off the top of my head to doing that. Oh my god, there's like a rooftop over here. What the hell? Gotta remember where my telescope is now. It's a rooftop? We can walk on that? We've been over there to that ledge. I hear a sword being dragged somewhere over here to the right. Okay. I feel like I still do hear breathing somewhere. Somewhere up here. But maybe it's down. Ah. There is a ledge right here. Look at how sneaky that is. But the imp breathing gives it away. And the gap in the railing gives it away. One way or the other, they, you know, they don't hide things. There are some FromSoft stuff. There are things that are hidden absurdly well that it's really not realistic to expect you to completely get them on your own. Some of them. Oh my god, you are right there. Can I do the splash damage thing again? Love that. I love that for me. Another lizard greatsword. We can't sneak up on these guys. Bro! Oh god. I just had flashbacks to Hornsent and his black ghost flame soul mass thing that he kept beating us to death with in the showdown. God damn it. That's annoying. Thankfully, it is very lit up in here now. Look at that. Ah, that ladder goes down potentially to that rooftop. Why would you want to turn the lights off, though? That doesn't help. That doesn't help me in any way, does it? Do it help me? But man, those... God, the magic hits hard. It hits so hard. I probably don't need extra two-handed damage. At least not yet. Maybe against the boss. But for now, God, give me that new Spelldrake Talisman +3. Because what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Oh, and they come back. I forgot about the boomerang effect. God damn. They come back. Holy shit. Yay. Fuck me. That's a Death Knight, isn't it? That's a Death Knight. Look at that. Did we get their armor? I don't remember if we got their armor. I think we did, didn't we? Unless this is it. This is it! I feel like that's the only freaking corpse that we've seen that's actually a Death Knight. So, you know, they kind of gave that one away, I think. They kind of gave that away. If you ask me. Death Knight Helm. Golden Helm of the Death Knights, whose own death masks served as the vizards of their armor. Another word I've never heard before. It does enhance both skills and incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult. The decayed golden wheel that adorns it represents their unbroken loyalty to Godwyn, he who became Prince of Death. These knights, once Godwyn's personal guard, quested to find their transfigured master's cadaver surrogate for the coming age of the Duskborn. Have we heard that term before, or am I getting it mixed up with Duskbloods? I think that latter option is the case. All right, how's this look? How does this look? Kind of goes a little better with our Devonia's axe. Look at that one. Look at that lovely grin. Look at that lovely grin. It's awesome. Okay, anywhere to go here? I don't think so. That goes so far down. Holy shit. I hear more breathing, though. That's the thing. Like, I hear more breathing in and around. But I think, now that the enemies have respawned, there is an imp that's, like, above us. So that's what I'm hearing. Another positive of clearing out all the enemies is that the only ones that are left can often be clues to secrets. Oh, we went way below that rooftop. Okay, I definitely hear footsteps in this next room. And man, is it tough to get a camera positioned. Oh, they were. I thought the imp was on the same ledge as me. Okay. Ghost Glovewort 9. Is it just you, or do you have friends? That did not kill you? What the fuck? The fuck? Might have dropped down too quickly. So I feel like there was more to do. Can I get back up there? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, this doorway, it's not a doorway, but this opening that I saw up here, it just leads over to here. So it was time to drop down. I see you. And I think another one aggroed, but not sure now. Just waiting for if there were any others that were going to aggro from the side. Okay, so there's a ladder that goes up. And there's lots of potential sus walls to check. What a fun room. Dang, not a single one of them was a sus wall. Crazy. go up that ladder in a moment. Just let me double check this room. There was a way down. Ooh, this might be... That could be a sus wall. It is one... It's the one that's different from the rest of these. All right. I'm maybe starting to get the message here that there's no sus walls to be found, dummy. Stop it already. That's not the gag here. We're not into sus walls in this part of the map. This is an elevator. Okay. This is an elevator. I'm not going to check the map because I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to either get my hopes up or down thinking about whether that elevator could possibly lead to a new portion of the map. I don't want to think about that just yet. I'm going to try to keep my expectations in check. The default expectation is that this dungeon is going to be just like all the other catacombs. It's going to end with a death knight. And nothing else. That's going to be it. There's no special paths going anywhere else. Bro. You got the jump on me. You know what? I need back my two-handed damage because I'm actually not healing as much as I'm not one-shotting you guys like I was to start, and I realized, wait a second, that's because it was my two-handed damage that was helping me out. So give me that back. Because I really need to one-shot you twerps. So many sus walls to check. I feel like it's probably a fool's errand to just randomly go after every single wall. That they would probably sometimes, even though there are sus walls that are hidden pretty well, they usually do some level of, giving you a clue that there's something to be found there. Or there's some other way of communicating in the environment that, you know what, this wall here is probably more likely than others. Just because of the way that it's lit or textured or positioned along the wall. Like there's usually more. Oh, and now we have found our way over here. Oh, it has circled all the way around. Oh, shit. Okay. Now something I am noticing is that there is a section of the wall down here that is open. Can't see it when I go to do my telescope, though. If I'm standing too... Wait a minute. Am I seeing things? Is this playing tricks on me, or is this a... Is there... Hold on. We need to investigate more closely. How did I get to... It was through here, wasn't it? It was through here, I think. We went in here, and then there was a ladder. Yeah. So now, if I look here, dude, that wall, hold the phone. I might be this might just be a weird visual glitch, or it's a weird visual glitch that's actually giving away a sus wall. There's no walkway. It might just be a weird visual glitch, because I could have sworn that one of these I want to say it's this one right here, but that's just me thinking like maybe I could walk to a sus wall along a invisible walkway, which maybe doesn't actually exist because my glowstones didn't actually hit anything. What happens if let's look at this, and then let's do Frenzied Burst. Okay, I think I'm just... I think it was just a weird glitch. Because if I climb back up here, I think you can see it. Oh, I'd have to go all the way back up, I think. All right, I'll see if I can circle back around and or I'll highlight it in video editing or something like that. But there was definitely one of those panels or portions of the wall that looked like it was open. But then when we got closer, all of a sudden the texture had filled in. So that threw me off. That threw me off a little bit. So this goes to the elevator. And then this goes back up to where we were. There was nothing else to be found, I don't think. So down it is. It's now our third elevator that we have taken a ride on in this catacombs, so way down we go. Way down. The Death Knight's outfit is not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna keep checking. I'm gonna keep checking. There might not be a single damn one of these things, but I'm determined. I can't claim that I've hit every single one. I might have missed one, but I'm gonna try my best. Another Steak America. Now are we at the boss? Have we made it now? No, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? Dude, it's another one of these guys. We did face a big old cannon mouth before. Okay, give me my shield. I mean, we could have a frenzied burst off. Do I want to do that? Because you're on a raised platform. I can't just run up and smack you. And I also am not sure where I'm supposed to hide. So this could be interesting. Let's do this. Let's give ourselves fire protection. Can I do anything else to help my chances here? I don't know. I don't know. You're so far away, I can't even frenzy burst you. Okay. All right, you're not aggroed yet. Where am I supposed to hide? Or am I just supposed to run, probably? Probably just supposed to run. Or just time my dodges appropriately. Don't stress out. Oh, there's the after explosions. I did forget about those, admittedly. Oh, you don't have that much health. You are not that strong. Oh, I rolled direct. Fuck me. I did it. I did it. I did it, guys. I just tried to heal using my lantern. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it. Oh shit, the after explosions got me. All right, there we go. Holy shit. I did it. Fortunately, it didn't get me killed. So, winning. Did not result in a death. So glad that guy did not have that much health. This is kind of a funny little... hidey spot. I never know what to call these little... Like, there probably is some terminology for this. It's like an alleyway, sort of. I rolled into these already, didn't I? I'm so fucking determined that it's gonna get me... Well, it's not gonna get me killed, I don't think, rolling into every single wall. But you never know. There could be a mechanic. There could be like an invisible meter that's slowly building up death or curse. Or too much brute forcing and rolling into walls. I do remember seeing there's like a couple imps here. Okay. Forked tongue hatchet. We got that one as well, right? Those are not new to us. Oh, there was a guy down here. Cannon face. Anybody besides a cannon face? Fuck! How did you fire so quickly? You didn't even, like, there was no glow or anything. No sign that you were, like, charging up your cannon. It was just boom! Okay, so there's a legendary item up on that platform, and it feels like we're supposed to lower that. I'm getting the sense that this platform lowers just because there was, like, a gap. It's like a slight gap in the structure here. So my guess was that there was going to be a lever somewhere that lowers this thing. Because it is kind of out in the middle of a room that doesn't feel like there's supposed to be a place to, like, drop down to it, but I haven't quite seen the whole room yet, so I don't know. Can't say for sure. So maybe there is... Oh, no, but yeah, there's no... Seemingly no walkway. It feels like this is supposed to be lowered somehow. Although there is a platform down here. Ah, so maybe there's like a ladder that goes up. It's very dark, but I can just barely make out... make out a walkway there. Okay, so this is a very, very cool catacombs in that its size. It is just massive. And it's also nice that they're giving you these stakes of America. This is a great design choice. I'm fully on board with this because this place, boy, would it be a nightmare if you had to navigate all the way back from the original side of Grace if you died. When you die, it's not a matter of if, just when. Okay, and then we go back up here where we have, this is where we came in. So, all right. I'm just making sure that I'm not getting turned around badly here. I think there are two diverging paths now for us. One that leads this way that is lit up. And then there was another this way that is not so lit up. So why don't we go the direction that there is a, I guess there's an item over here, but I suspect there's probably going to be a lever that lights the place up that is in this direction, given that they've given us torches to this side. And there is another... Now this... See, this is where... Okay, this is where it's a much... The probability of one of these being a sus wall is got to be so much higher than every other wall in the place, right? Because why else is there a walkway that goes across like this? Okay, so why else is there a walkway that goes across like this? Because it could be that there's something below that you are meant to drop down to. That's the next possible suspect here. Huh. Not seeing that either. Very curious. Why does this exist? Maybe it'll make more sense once we actually turn the lights on. No ambush, apparently. Okay. Lights it is. And that did lower the platform. Did it also not lower the fucking legendary item? What? No. Really? You're gonna do this to me? How am I supposed to get that if I... Is this a situation where we need to reload the game? What? Is there another lever maybe that... I see the chest over there. How? What is this legendary item? Was there something in this room that I missed? I didn't. I definitely did not roll into every wall. I definitely didn't. Gotta check them all. I think I am gonna actually reboot the game. It is so funny that these platforms. Why do these exist? What is the story? Is it just a unique architectural design? It was for the feng shui. I don't get it. But I am going to do I mean, if it's a legendary item that we lose by rebooting the game, then maybe it's just like a glovewort. But I would imagine if it's a very important item that it's not going to disappear. So let's reboot the game and see what that does. Oh shit, it's gone. Huh. That is unfortunate. Now it could be that that legendary drop is just something that spawns from the enemy. We could get that enemy potentially to respawn by, you know, we could take a death and actually we could do that with, yeah, we could actually, now that this is down, we could respawn the enemies. We could die, go to the Stake America, and just kill it again here. That's assuming that it's a guaranteed legendary drop. So we'll leave that as potentially an option of last resort. I'll try to make a mental note of that. Okay, I do want to get that chest, but I also wanted to check around here first. Now that everything is lit up, right? There are the stairs that go down here. So if we've mentally noted that chest as well that we're gonna come back for, or who knows, the way that these catacombs work sometimes, we might just make our way around to it naturally. Where is the ambush going to be this time? I don't trust. I'm gonna check here first, because this is such a long walkway to go get this item that it feels like something's gonna happen. Something did not happen. I'm almost more unsettled when there's no ambush. It's like, at this point, it's almost more mentally challenging and or upsetting to deal with the fact that there is no imp, cannon-faced imp that has unleashed a barrage on you. Oh, and this goes down to the next elevator down. All right. Huh. What an odd... I'm also unsettled by the fact that I didn't get that legendary item. Hopefully it's nothing too... It's probably just a big ghost glovewort, huh? But also I want to know why there's walkways to the side. So many questions. Hi, statues. There is a ladder there. Okay. Well, it would make sense there's a ladder, because otherwise, how are you getting out of here? Okay. All right, now, we do have to test walls as well. Also, I forgot to redo my, my lantern. We gotta check walls, because we gotta check them all. As long as it takes. We gotta check them all. Also, we hit the chest so that we discover if it's a mimic or not. Right? But I was thinking to myself, we haven't had a transporter chest yet in the DLC. Maybe there's 0 to be found. But what if? What if this were the transporter trap chest that takes us to the last map fragment? Or it's just big mouth imp ashes. All right, we've got some ashes I think that we need to upgrade. If we sort these by order of acquisition, what do we have here? Oh, I did upgrade off camera. I forgot to say that I upgraded Yolan and the Manfly ashes. So those are on my quick items here for us to use. But we do have Horned Warrior ashes as well as Inquisitor ashes that I have not yet leveled up. But that's, so those are there. We now also have big mouth imp ashes. The spirit of this old imp, said to be fashioned after a dragon, has a big mouth that serves as a cannon and allows it to fire shells from the rear of the battlefield. My mind was going to make some sort of a joke about a pun related to Smash Mouth versus Big Mouth, and hey now, you're a cannon face, but then I thought better of it. I thought, we never make those kind of stupid jokes here, so why start now? Where the heck did you come from? I guess you were just on the ceiling. All right. Any of these that I think would be a sus wall? See, when it's a curved, this is where normally when you have a curved tunnel like this, it's just almost never a sus wall. But then we had that one below the Shadow Key. Although I will say that the ceiling was higher, and so the portion of the wall that was flat was taller than normal. All right. Okay. Down we go. I am taking my time working my way through, but this is still a massive catacombs. I'm enjoying it, but there is a lot, and we are headed so far down. Like, gosh, we're headed so far down. I don't want to check the map yet, but man, if there is this part of the map that is just so far underground that it's like way below Jagged Peak, it would make so much sense if this were what leads to it. It would make so much sense. We are finally, though, at the boss. We made it. It's gotta be a Death Knight, right? Does it make more sense to have Black Flames protection or lightning protection? It makes definitely sense to put on lightning protection here, because it's got to be a Death Knight, right? I will swap this out for the turtle shield, because the trickle heal in a boss fight, you know, it's so overpowered, guys. I don't want to make the boss fights too easy. Having the trickle heal during a boss fight, it's just too much. It's basically like having Blasphemous Blade equipped. Let's do this. And remember that I heal with square. I heal with square. We go. Whoa! Yori, Elder Inquisitor? What the fuck? It's an Inquisitor. Oh my god, where the fuck are we? Dude, this is it. We made it, didn't we? We fucking made it. We are in this fucking... This is so not what I was expecting. What am I... What the fuck? No! No, don't pull this business on me. Don't do, I need stamina. Don't do, oh, that's a huge-ass wave of light. What was the enemy in Dark Souls 1? What was the enemy that I took way too long against? Because I was so... I don't know what I was doing against the boss that I'm trying to think of. was at the end of the catacombs. What was the name of that boss? Pinwheel! Who summons other pinwheels. Okay. Dude, we are not... What is this place? We have to be. Dude, there's a door on the other side that leads out into... I think we made it. I think we made it. You know, I die. We got a fucking... I need a drink. I'm getting excited thinking about the possibility of what's beyond that door. But we have a boss fight to deal with first. This music is very nice. I actually did get the shockwave to hit you. I thought, oh no, you moved out of the way of my vortex. No, that should not be allowed. No, what the fuck? Okay, the spiral attacks, I hate them. I hate those, at least this one does not track you nearly as aggressively as the fucking, the enemy that we had to deal with in the near lane. Okay. All right, let's see here, hold on. Bro. This is too much. This is a little bit too much here. We are actually in water. Lightning would be a pretty good thing to do here, wouldn't it? Let me drink. And I just realized lightning wouldn't be the worst thing to try, since you all are standing in water. You were standing in water. Oh, I jumped over the little... Oh, you can jump over them! You can jump over them! Bro, what the... There's so much fucking fire everywhere. It's just better to go for a jump attack. It's just better, isn't it? Okay, you can't jump over all of them. Yeah, we're just gonna be out of resources here. Yori Elder Inquisitor. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. I was like, okay, we're walking into, I do not want to go to the last side of Grace. That's a no. Don't do that. Okay, we need holy damage protection here. Holy shit. Holy shit, he said. Holy damage to deal with all of the fucking... This is still an annoying enemy. The annoying ass, there's like literally no physical damage in this fight, is there? Maybe not literally. But, goddamn. Okay. Okay, so actually, the trickle shield would have been actually reasonable to have. But I do need stamina still. So yeah, it's tough. How do you, the protection of the Erdtree would not be bad either. Which I do have both. I have both. I have equipped both Black Flames and protection of the Erdtree. I didn't really adjust my spells from what I had while I was running around. But yeah. The Devonia's Vortex is really good when you can charge it, but I don't think this fight is... This fight really does not give us the ability... Too much ability to charge... To charge our shit. But holy moly! We gotta take care of business here against the boss. But then... There's a door on the other side. There is a door on the other side. Don't, that's not how you drink your cerulean flask now. Oh, fuck this. I fucking hate how long this takes. Oh, and you moved away. That does so little damage, thankfully. We're also using more holy damage negation this time. So everything deals a lot less damage. Oh, stance break. Oh, except you're fucking... You're... Your roly-poly ghosty fucking saved your ass. You lucky son of a gun. I almost forgot to get my souls back. Bro. Holy shit. Okay, I'm done. I'm so over this. I'm so fucking over this. There's just so much everywhere that's constantly fucking with you. I hate it. I hate it. Good thing we're doing the holy damage negation, because there's so much. God damn, I'm still gonna fucking die. I'll fucking drink over here. The delay. Fucking belly flop. I'm leaving myself wide open with his jump attacks. But they do so much damage. They do so much damage. So why not? Okay, we just need one more fucking hit here. Just, oh my god, I gotta run all the way. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. And I'm trapped against the fucking gravestones. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of my game. Dork. Pinwheel wannabe. With your Yori fucking Elder Inquisitor. We have a barbed staff spear. But that is so not the main event. That is so not the main event. At least I don't think. This would be quite the fake out if they were giving us this amazing looking boss room and then for this door to lead beyond and just go nowhere. That would be quite the debate. I don't think we're getting debated though. Let's check our new staff spear. It does scale with faith. Okay. Great staff of Yori, Elder Inquisitor. The tip bristles with golden barbs, symbolic of the Inquisition's torture, allowing one to wield the staff as a great spear. Attacks deal holy damage and potency increases with faith. Yori's Inquisition. Thrust the grave staff into the air, firing off a succession of golden barb-like arcs. Holding the button down extends the barrage for a short duration. Oh, but. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? We forgot to give ourselves. I could have given myself an additional Shadow Tree blessing, which I'll do now in celebration of this moment. And I will also quickly spend some of these runes. And then I will actually read what this site of grace is. Forsaken Graveyard. Now, we will check the map. Holy shit. Holy shit. I still have the beacon here. I still have it. I cannot mount Torrent. Now I can mount Torrent. That's a message. I thought this was like a crafting item. This is a message. It awaits inside. What? Excuse me? It awaits inside. Oh, this is so exciting! What the hell? That scared the shit out of me. We cannot ride Torrent? The spectral steed is frightened and cannot be summoned. Torrent. What you scared of? What you scared of, buddy? Now I'm scared as well. Now I'm scared as well. There's another message. Turn back while you are yet able. Oh, shit. I mean, that message has exactly the opposite effect. Exactly the opposite effect. It's so fascinating that they actually give you a message to go along with Torrent not being able to be summoned. Turn back while you are yet able? What the fuck is going on? There is an acquired materials here. What? Oh, it's this thing. Okay, yep. I have my binoculars in a new place. My telescope, that is. That's a very pretty butterfly? Moth? Winter lantern fly. No! Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Winter lantern? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What were those called? What were those called in Bloodborne? Were they not called winter lanterns? The name I might be a little off. I feel if it's not winter lanterns, it was something very similar. Worst enemy in Bloodborne. Winged insect carrying a dangled frenzied flame grape. There is a frenzied flame. I hadn't even thought of that till just now. But of course. Oh, how could the Lord of Chaos, oops, how could the Lord of Chaos not recognize the telltale signs? Holy shit. Flies lazily around the Abyssal Forest. Said to be heralds of the aging untouchable. On seeing these, the wise know to stay well clear of that place. Well, you know, we've been accused of a lot of things. Wise ain't one of them. Turn back while you are yet able. Abyssal Woods. We are still... Oh my god, we are still so far away from the map. Abyssal Woods. And we can't summon Torrent. No! Okay, this is really interesting because I had made a little note to myself mentally that what we have here, yeah, we've seen in many of the portions of the map that felt unnavigable, we've seen all these tree roots or branches. Actually, they're more like tree branches now that I think of it. But this previously had been in my mind, oh, you can't get there. This is a part of the map you can't get to. Not so fast. Not so fast, my friend. We here. Holy shit. I'm gonna get that side of grace and then we're gonna read some messages. If it'll let me. I kind of have chills right now. Oh, this is so satisfying. I'm so glad I did this. Because I was just thinking to myself, in the middle of as much fun as I was having with this off-camera backtracking is a nice change of pace to be able to just play Elden Ring without constantly narrating, just kind of playing the game on my own at the same time. And I was finding things, right? I was finding like, okay, there's like little chests and paths and other little bits and pieces that we hadn't found before. But then I went in the dragon pit. The dragon's pit reminded me, wait a second, what if they're doing this again to us? You have to get to the rest of the map through a dungeon. So glad we did this. I may still do, here and there, I may still backtrack because I feel like there probably is still a fair bit to backtrack for in many different sections and portions of the map, things to find. But the big discovery has been made. It cannot even be touched? I think I'm reading these out of order. Hold on. This was maybe the first one we're supposed to read. Hold on. Don't let it see you. Once you are seen, there is no escape. It cannot even be touched. All right, so they're really trying to psych us out here. They're really trying to make us shit our pants. This is maybe trying even a little too hard to make it this this is not the to make it seem so intimidating. So at the same time, I kind of want to spend some runes. I don't want to level up, but it wouldn't be the worst idea to just quickly go and level these other ashes that we've picked up. So why don't we do that real quick? Quick little break here, quick little pit stop, and give me just a moment to upgrade some ashes before we continue, because, you know, if there is something...
I see.
If there is something that is going to be a difficult challenge in... Oh! We did... Okay, well... I just remembered also the mental note that I made about the catacombs. Let me just mark it on my map. But I made the mental note about going back to get that potential, that legendary item that dropped, I think, from the massive cannon face. We need to go back there at some point. I need to go back there. I might do that off camera.
I see.
One way or the other. Remember to get that done. We'll buy some more not smithing stones, but glovewort to get our stuff leveled up. And we can also turn in that bell bearing. Or I guess we have two. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we had. Oh, Ymir. I'd already blanked that out from my memory. But yeah, okay, there we go. Ymir's bell bearing, which I think we've already gotten all the things that were not already in our possession, so we got taken care of that already. And then the string seller's bell bearing. Sweet. We now have unlimited string. Whee! So that's cool. They are like, you know, if you really were having to farm those things, they're not the easiest things to get. All right, and that will bring our Inquisitor Ashes up to a +9, and we now have Horned Warrior Ashes +9, as well as Big Mouth. All have been leveled up, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and give the Black Knight. I've been so... Wait, did I do it already? Hold on, did I do this already? I was thinking to myself, you know, if we're gonna give anyone... Oh, it's in this. Here it is. Here it is. I was looking in the wrong section. If we're gonna give anyone a +10, I want it to be the Black Knight Captain. I love the Twin Blade Life, and I've really liked the Black Knight's contribution. So you know what? Great Ghost Glovewort. We only have 5 of them, so I'm a little judicious on who we give them, who we dish them out to. But the Black Knight Captain is gonna be one of them. There it is. All right. So, with that little bit of housekeeping done, back we go. The Woodland Trail. We need to make it to the map. That's my first objective here. But at the same time, there's something scary in these woods. There's something scary. It's so scary that it's scared torn away. So we have to get on its trail or stay off its radar, one or the other. I'll give myself some freebies, and then we're gonna do some peepa running. Maybe. Not sure if I'm going to be able to peepo run though. Look at the frenzy flame sheep. Okay, so we're in an area where the sheep have frenzied eyes. The sheep have frenzied flame eyes. I was still waiting for them to launch flame of frenzy at me. We've made it down to the bottom of the Shadow Realm. And similar to making it down to the bottom of the capital. Oh, who is that? Who that be? Are they wearing the Gravebird wings? Similar to the bottom of the royal capital. I can target you. Matting Hand. Matting Hand? Is this one of our kindred? Are we looking at a fellow frenzied flame adherent? A Matting Hand? The dude was wearing... He kind of had the outfit that we had been wearing for a while with the Graybird. The Graybird feathers. Caw! Caw! It's actually a fist weapon, which we don't have enough intelligence for because we're a dummy. But that is so... Oh, that is so gross. The eyes on the hand. A glove stitched together from the flayed skin of the victims of a butcherous bloodbath. Afflicts target with madness. Raises attack power when madness is triggered in the vicinity. Does it only happen when you fully inflict madness on someone, or do you just have to get their... I feel like it's the former. It's not... You don't get to just, like, move their madness bar a little bit and all of a sudden it triggers, but maybe it does. I don't know. Forged of an unyielding black impulse toward revenge, fostered in those who were hunted down as heretics by their own brethren. These are the weapons of the utterly downtrodden. Madding spearhand strike makes hand into the shape of a spear before unleashing a plunging stab that penetrates the body of the enemy and afflicts foes with a large dose of madness. Because we don't have enough intelligence, I don't think it'll trigger, but we'll try. Okay, yeah, we don't get to see the spear. Love to see what that looks like, except I can. Kind of. Temporarily, I can do it. Oh. Oh, that was not... I thought we were going to see, like, an actual, like, lance out in front of us. I must have misunderstood how this... The shape of a spear. That does not look like a spear. I'm sorry, what? That does not look like a spear. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Okay, let's do, what? Fire protection is probably not bad if we're in the land of, the Flame of Frenzy. And then I think I will switch to the Scarab to see what additional drops we can get. Can't ride Torrent. Will we be able to ride Torrent once we've, like... What is it? The messages spoke of it and the fact that... What did the messages say, actually? I already forgot! Ooh, I see my beacon. I can see my beacon not just on my compass. I can also hear rats. Okay. Unless the rats have some crazy new ability that... It's such a... Okay, I see something. Cat Laser Brain is getting pulled in so many different directions. What exactly am I seeing in the distance there? I am not sure, so I'm not going to speculate. Okay, I drank a flask because I pressed square, because that's normally how I back out of my telescope. So we're down a flask. Okay. Will we be able to ride Torrent once we have done something in this area? Taken on some sort of an overworld boss or something? Or dealt with whatever it is? Already got that flask back. Look at that. Everything's fine. I thought there was an item that it dropped, but I guess not. There it is. We can see the map. Is it a domain? The monument? Are we about to fill in the last piece of the map? Or will there be some other craziness that happens that prevents us from actually getting there? As we've been warned about. As the message was telling us. Don't look at it. Pretty sure that's what it said. The sheep with frenzy flame eyes, though. They're gonna do something. They're gonna do something, man. They gotta have some sort of... What do roly-poly frenzy flame sheep do? We've made it! Holy shit. It's actually called the Abyss? Map of the Abyss to the east of Gravesite Plain. A thick forest sprawls at the depths of the ravine that is untouched even by sunlight. Known as the Sanctum of Sage Midra. and is a region forbidden by the horn scent. Oh, Sage Midra. I think I also saw a site of grace in here. Did I not? I did. Oh, and there's another. It's a church, an abandoned church. An abandoned church. As in, the America statue is gone? It looks like maybe a Shadow Tree fragment has been left, but there's no America statue. What? Say it ain't so. Someone stole the America statue. Would it not be hilarious if the Oh Mother gesture actually did something here? This is... Oh, I'm so happy right now. Oh my god, my dopamine is in overload because I had tailored my expectations that, you know, okay, we're just this catacombs. Don't expect too much. It's probably just going to be another catacombs. And you're still going to have to do a bunch of backtracking to find what you've missed, how you've managed to not navigate to this last section of the map. And because I did that, the fact that we actually did find our way here is so exciting. Frenzy Flame perfume bottle. Okay. They've covered all their bases now with the perfume bottles, so there you go. I need a hydrate because I'm so excited. I am so overjoyed, and now I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check that map of the abyss. At the same time, well, it's not exactly showing that much. At least not on first glance here. But it does show some things. It's just, I saw it being, there was like this cloudiness enshrouding the majority of the abyss. But now I can see there's a little more detail here as to what we're going to be exploring. These are like tree stumps. It's very interesting how they've done this. Church ruins. That's the name of the site of grace. In the abandoned church. Still cannot ride Torrent, and we still get this message. How do we make it so that Torrent is no longer scaredy steed? And the presence of the Flame of Frenzy is totally unexpected. This would not be Eye of Yellow, would it? It's got to be something different. It is Eye of Yellow. Oh. They did not... It is not an upgraded... There's the roly-poly. Roly-Poly Sheep Frenzy Flame Edition, which looks very similar to regular Roly-Poly Edition. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to check the corner down here first. Time to try and get our bearings in a new place. As soon as we walked into that Inquisitor boss fight, and you could see everywhere around the boss arena. What an exciting moment. Boy, that one bottleneck. Gosh, imagine if I had actually gone back for that item sooner. That was in the Shadow Keep. I saw that item and everything. We got her eventually. Okay, I didn't try hitting this wall, I suppose, but why would this be... Why would hitting this wall have any effect? It's just that this is, you know... We're up against the... We're at the far reaches. The lower right corner of this part of the map. And, you know, maybe... I don't know what I'm thinking right now, man. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. I do know one thought that's coming to mind is the fact that it is... it's kind of annoying not being able to summon Torrent. I want my Spectral Steed. Especially if we're... Like, it feels like we're kind of in the overworld, quote-unquote. We're not in... Like, it doesn't feel like a Legacy Dungeon setting, but because of this restriction that they're giving us, at least at the moment, maybe that'll be lifted like I speculated. Aha, I see Inquisitors over here. Alright. Flame of Frenzy is the, It's all the rage. It's all the rage. Get it, guys? Where were you all coming from? Did you have your secret hideout back here? Inquisitor hideout? It is unusual, though, that having the flowers in this area, but also the madness and the frenzy seeped into the walls. It's so unusual. It gives the area a very, well, I mean, an otherworldly feel. Which you could say probably about almost every setting in Elden Ring. Because it's just this ridiculous, crazy, cool fantasy world. Which is part of what I love about it. I gotta say, I don't naturally gravitate toward games that are, like, set in... stuff that involves, like, knights and a medieval setting that is more realistic. That actually deals with, like, actual real-world history. Stuff that's kind of based in a accurate historical setting of, like, the Middle Ages. Especially in, like, Europe. When you had, like, knights and kings and queens and all this stuff. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to reference here. But those sorts of games don't appeal to me as much as something like Dark Souls does, because there is this crazy fantasy element to it. You don't just have knights in shining armor, you've got all sorts of ridiculous... Well, yeah, like mothers of fingers and whatnot. And some of that ridiculousness absolutely sends me over the edge sometimes. But there's also a lot of it that's just insane cool. It almost makes me wonder if there is some sort of... what the connection might be to America and, like, Shaman Village, the hinterland. Because that's kind of the main other place that we've seen, like, this kind of, like, pretty flowers everywhere, but of a much different variety. And why is the America statue gone from this church? Oh, there was an item right here. Okay. There was an item there. This spot here feels very lit up. Why is this spot so bright? Suswall. Revealed by Omar. I can't summon Torrent. I can't do it. It just is so natural when you're exploring. But I can't do it. Huh. Maybe it's because the weather has changed. But it does feel far less foggy, does it not? When we first got here, I feel like this was a lot foggier, but it might just be the weather. We know that the Shadow Realm weather can be a bit, the atmospheric conditions do result in varying degrees of visibility. Oh, okay. How am I... Oh, no, I can climb up here. Maybe? Yes. Seeing if I could navigate up there without jumping while I get a hydrate. Kind of worked. Shadow Realm Rune 7. Okay, there. This is a... Alright, this is going to take some exploring. Especially if I'm doing it with the level of thoroughness that I have been doing with most of my backtracking recently. But at the same time, when they put you on foot, when they force you to go on foot, no torrent allowed, it does kind of force you to be a little bit more on the thorough side, just naturally. But I am wondering if I want to... It feels like you would have perhaps a... We can come back here pretty quickly. Let's go back to this woodland trail and let's check these messages one more time. Kind of forgot what they said. They were by this site of grace, I think. Don't let it see you. Once you are seen, there is no escape. It cannot even be touched. The hell are we talking about? It sure feels like we want to do something. Whether it's defeating an enemy. Feels like defeating an enemy is probably the likely explanation or objective. But it feels like we would want to do something in order to allow us to ride Torrent. Because until we get rid of that thing, Torrent's just going to be too scared. That's my read on the situation. Because I don't think they would force us to an entire section of an open world game where they would make you the entire time have to go without your horse. It just doesn't feel right. So I kind of want to see if we can figure out what it is we're supposed to do. But I don't really have, at least just based on the map, there's nothing that strikes me on... There's nothing that stands out as, oh, that looks like that's where we're supposed to go to take on the big scary enemy of this area that keeps us from riding Torrent. So, for now, I guess I'm just kind of wandering around, huh? That's what we could do, is just, for the moment, wander. or try to make a quick run through to just look around and see what may attack us, waylay us, and pick up some winter lanterns. I think that's what they were called in Bloodborne. Don't bring back the winter lanterns, guys. Don't do it. Okay, we did see... Oh, and there's another side of grace here. Okay, so we did see this thing before. And I couldn't quite... I wasn't close enough to be able to tell. Bro, is that actually a winter lantern? No fucking way. No fucking way. They actually... No. I was memeing. I was like, oh, they just reused the name. They just reused the name, guys. That's it. It's just, they're just trolling us by reusing the name in a crafting item. No fucking way. Because of course, don't let it see you. Dude, if I start hearing singing, I swear to God. I mean, maybe I've just got Winter Lantern on the brain, and now I'm looking at what appears to be like a frenzy flamed version of that. It might not actually be the same enemy, but now that's what I'm kind of worried that they've done. What the fuck? What the fuck? Man, it's out in the middle of an open area, too. Like, there's no way you can sneak up on it. Bro. I take that back, actually, though. There is a lot of grass, isn't there? They're giving us grass maybe to sneak through. They are actually giving us the Sekiro grass, because this is what you're supposed to do with this enemy. Holy shit, dude. They actually... It's not singing. No! You can't hit it. You can't hit it. They told you in the message that you can't hit it. You can't kill it. It's not to be killed. What I attempted to do there, I had this thought that I didn't speak out loud. But I thought to myself, I saw these things in the grass. And I thought it was a new crafting material. I thought, oh, okay, this is like, it's another Winter Lantern Frenzy Flame related crafting material that I get to loot while I'm dodging this enemy. it looked like this is actually like how they see you. I might need to watch that back, or maybe I'll get the wonderful opportunity to do this again. But I think if you get close to those things that are in the tall grass, that's how they get alerted to where you are. Because she came dodging right over. So they don't sing, but they are just as fucking terrifying. Or at least they look as terrifying as the good old Bloodborne Winter Lanterns. What the fuck? I am going to take a moment to just take a little break, gather myself, and then figure out where we're going to go. Because I think probably we have to make it by... We found the thing that the messages were talking about. And it probably makes sense that we're going to have to... Well, now I don't know if we're going to be able to... Because if we're not able to kill the Winter Lanterns... If we're not able to kill them, then how are we ever actually making it safe for Torrent? Maybe we're not. The Abyssal Woods may just be an entire section of the game that you gotta work without a mount. And maybe that's just the way it is. Cannot even be touched. I wonder if there is some way. Maybe there is some way you can touch them. Or kill them. We shall see, but I certainly didn't... The one swing that I did manage to get off did not seem to make contact. So the name of the game will we will attempt to be stealthy. I don't know if I'm getting my runes back, but I will take a short little break, and then we will proceed and give another attempt at circumnavigating. God damn it! They brought back Winter Lanterns. Fuck me. I just realized during the break. Oh, there's more messages here as well that I missed. I just realized during the break that in Bloodborne, the Winter Lanterns inflict frenzy. And here, they're associated with the Flame of Frenzy. How perfect. Okay, hide yourself. Make not a sound. Okay, that's interesting. Make not a sound. We can give ourselves soft cotton, can we not? Soft cotton time for the win? I don't know if that actually has an effect, but the message says to not make a sound. So let's find out. Quietly await your... quietly await your chance? Combat is not an option. So I thought for a second that we were going to have an opening to attack. But it says quietly await your chance, which suggests that it's your chance to move from bushes to bushes. Crouch in the undergrowth, yeah. We got that far. The question is, what actually does alert her? And then at what point does she turn around? We're going to use the soft cotton now. And that does take us out of a crouch, so we'll go back to crouching, and then we'll go across here. And we will try to avoid getting next to any of those. What I thought was a crafting material. And it turns out, I think, is actually part of her alarm system. Our soft cotton already went away. But me moving right now and making that little bit of sound doesn't seem to actually get her attention. That seems to work. Like, actually avoiding the undergrowth or avoiding the bushes was actually a good thing because most of those bushes had the alarm system. The security cameras. The winter lantern security cameras were in most of these. Were they trying to debate us with those messages to crouch in the undergrowth to get us killed like we did the first time? I didn't need your messages to get myself killed. Thank you very much. Okay, there's not going to be just one winter lantern, right? It's not just going to be a one-time thing. Because if you bring back one winter lantern, you got to bring back all of them, don't you? The fuck? They actually did it, guys. They actually brought back the goddamn winter lanterns. They even told us it was coming, but I thought it was just, it was like, oh, haha. Haha, see, they said winter lantern, guys. What a funny troll. Oh my goodness. Okay. One winter lantern subverted. Where exactly are we going? I guess we're going to the upper left corner first. That is so funny that those messages were foreshadowing a winter lantern. I think, I want to say that the name of the winter lanterns is not, correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I don't think it's actually revealed in game, in Bloodborne. Oh, I see another one, fuck. I see another one and my telescope is now in my pouch. I see another one, fuck me. I want to say, if I remember what my brother told me, it's that they reveal the name of the Winter Lantern in one of the art books. There's a Stake of America. All right, that's nice. So if we meet our doom here, we're not running all the way back from the first Winter Lantern. But the way that I played Bloodborne was very similar to the way that I've played Elden Ring. Don't tell me anything. And that includes the names of enemies that I have not actually learned the names of yet. Dude, are there two of them here? Shit. Alright. All sorts of security cameras on the other side. None in this set of reeds, though. Tall grass. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to turn around. So you're turning around, but I don't think you're coming my way directly. So we want to get to the tall grass that is directly on the other side of where you are right now. They can be targeted, which is interesting. I'm actually going to try... to go here. Maybe I should have just gone directly for... No, that's what I wanted to do. Because now, yeah, you're the way that the second one is pathing. I want to wait until the second one turns around, and then I want to make it to the grass that's on the right. Or I could potentially go over... Oh, that's actually where I want to go. I want to go over here to the left. There's rats, which I'm hoping are not going to create too much of a stir here. And I think we're good. Okay. Okay. Inquisitors in the distance. Where the heck are the rats? Oh, I see it. Okay, there's the big one there that was just... They did not take notice of me. because we were being very stealthy. I almost kind of wish they brought back the creepy singing for the winter lanterns, just to, you know, why not just go all the way? If you're gonna bring back the winter lanterns, you might as well just do the whole spiel. I forgot to get my runes, by the way, I think. I don't think I had that many, though. It's like 50k or something. We'll see how motivated I feel to go back and get those at some point. Because it does mean going through that area patrolled by the first winter lantern. Okay, I don't want to go down this way yet. Although I guess I could get right back up. I thought it was a drop-off. But I want to go up here first, to this waterfall. I guess it's a set of waterfalls. And I think I see a site of grace over there. Remember what I was saying earlier, guys, about being so excited to get to a new area. Oh my god, it's amazing. Fucking winter lanterns. This is, I guess this is what you do with the Elden Ring DLC. Because you'd already, you know, the Elden Ring was already kind of like a mashup of all the previous games. Kind of, sort of. So just do the same thing in the DLC. If you're, you know, most of the stuff they brought back has been from DS1, but they brought back some DS2 stuff. A little bit of DS3 stuff, and now, of course, you bring back winter lanterns. At least this time, they gave you... I gotta say, this is how they should have done winter lanterns in Bloodborne. Like, being able to actually sneak around them by crouching and having, like, tall grass. Oh, infinitely more manageable and hassle-free. Divided falls? United we stand, divided we falls. Divided falls, what the fuck? Torrent's still scared. Torrent knew. Winter lanterns? Fuck that shit, I'm out. Fuck that shit, I'm out. Alright now. What is there to find here? Oh, there is a... Okay, there is a walkway that leads up over there. All right. We can do the Dryleaf Dane training techniques. Let the waterfall pound away. And then wait for a frenzied ram to get some ideas. He's coming for us, guys. He's coming for us. Oh, boy. We barely survived. I don't know how we made it. This is such a strange area compared to everything else in the Shadow Realm so far. It feels so foreign. The rats are everywhere, though. And they drop winter lantern flies. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, I need a drink. You're not going to give me rune arcs, but you are going to give me winter lantern flies, huh? All right, is this going to be the cookbook that tells us what we can cook? It is a cookbook. I knew it. I was like, okay, we got to be able to cook something up with all these winter lantern flies that they're giving us. Mad Craftsman's Cookbook. Frenzied flame pots. Duh, of course. A record of crafting techniques left by a craftsman who served Midra, master of the Manse, and Nanaya, its lady. His eyes were burned by the flame of frenzy. Not item craft is what I want. Frenzy flame pots. Winter lantern flies. God damn. Probably going to be a hefty version at some point. Maybe. But hey, we have unlimited string now if we want to craft the drawstring version. I guess we'll go up, if it'll let me, we'll go up. Oh, that was by the side of Grace. I could have gone back up. Wait a minute. Did I just get a whole bunch of frenzy from the sheep staring at me? Is that what happened? Where did that frenzy come from? It had to have been the sheep, didn't it? Oh my god, the sheep are dangerous. Because that was like a third of the way up. But then it ran away. Why did it not keep staring at me? Does it not know its own strength? It's unaware. The power of the frenzy flame eyes. I hear more rats. Mesmer's Orb is fun, and it looks amazing. And you get to break some rat stance. Who wouldn't? Huh. What's up here? What's up here, guys? What did we come up here for? What was this whole trip for? This area, I don't know what it is about this place, but I am so... I don't know how to feel. Just feels so very, very different from every other area. Oh, they do also drop rune arcs still. Nice. There's also too many rats. I just was not aiming for you, but okay. Okay. the light owl and the dark owl. The light ones are the ones that drop the beast horns. So we're above the winter lanterns now. Could they see us up here if we stood in the right spot? What? Oh, shit. Did they hear us? That was actually a little bit scary. Does this path just lead back right straight down to the fucking winter lanterns? Why did I take this path? What was the point of this? Was there something over here to find that I missed? I didn't even like try to go in this direction because I was just focused on getting past the winter lanterns. I don't really see anything. I don't think there's like an opening in the cliff face that like leads to a cave. It's the map is only so helpful because of the overlapping regions from above us that we've already been to. There is an item over there on that side. I guess we'll try to mark this with a beacon. That was not particularly close. Yeah, that's better. But we gotta like circle all the way around, right? And now I'm in a spot where I'm backed up against the wall in winter lantern territory, so we warp back to where we came from. But I'm curious, I don't understand why that upper path was there. Maybe I missed something. Just a bunch of rats farming for rune arcs and winter lantern flies. I guess let's try to hug the left-hand wall here. I'll instead of a beacon, I'll put a little item treasure. But let's go in this direction. It's all foggy all of a sudden. The abyss does not... It might feel very unique compared to other areas, but it does not escape the one rule that seems to be a consistent in the Shadow Realm is wait around long enough, and it's gonna get foggy as hell. Which means you're not gonna be able to see shit. It was kind of foggy when we came in, and for a second I thought, wait, are we doing, are we gonna do... It wasn't called the Abyssal Woods in DS2. What was it called? The Lost Woods? Was it as simple as that, the Lost Woods? Just for a split second I thought maybe we were going in that direction with untargetable enemies and whatnot. Silly me, we got something way more fun. We could actually probably go up and get this item. Maybe we'll just do that real quick then, while it's on my mind. And we're kind of in the vicinity. It should be right here. Oh god. Okay, so they start making that noise, and I was running right now. Is she actually coming my way? Like, I don't fully know their rules yet. Like, I don't know if they can leave the little confines of their little valley that they patrol. Like, could she theoretically, like, come up the hill and through the tree and get me? I don't particularly want to find out. But the fact that I was running up there just now kind of made me wonder, did the sound of my running, are they so good at hearing that they were able to be on alert because of that? Dude, why does it have to be so boggy? It's just part of the deal. Rats and fog. If it were just rats and fog, you know, we'd live with it. But then you start remixing winter lanterns. Oh, that's a drop down. We see there's this one spot that they are kind of drawing our attention to that has the Inquisitors up here. As the fog starts to clear out a bit. Somewhere we do want to get to. Eventually. Is that another... The Inquisitors are kind of... I'm mistaking them for Winter Lanterns at times. Which I definitely did with this one here. Let me go back around. Oh, we came up here before, didn't we? That's right. This is where we... Okay, we killed you. You're back because I went to the site of grace. That's right. Okay, so I want to go all the way around this end. And I want to hug the western wall. The western side of the Abyss. Straight up the Abyss. I guess Abyssal Woods. It kind of has two names apparently. It definitely doesn't feel like a, you know, a DS1 Abyss. It's sort of a relative abyss compared to the rest of the Shadow Realm, I suppose. Did we already go up here? Oh, and then we're back here. Wait. So can I not? Okay, I think I have to go through here. Take you out like we did before. And then we start going through this way. Because hugging, staying along the western wall there did sort of lead up to a dead end where we would, yeah, okay. We would have had to drop down to our death to continue forward, so this is the way through. All right, and then over here is what? Oh, more of you. Frenzy Flame is the name of the game down here, so I'm more than happy to go along with that vibe. Lord of Chaos, by the way. I'm right at home. It's unfortunate though that the Lord of Chaos doesn't apparently get the perk. There's no like Winter Lantern immunity perk that comes along with being Lord of Chaos. Sadly, we maybe should have bargained a little bit harder, negotiated a little bit better in our Lord of Chaos contract to make sure that we got that included, but maybe next, maybe when we renew the next contract. Here it is. Here's the Inquisitor convention. I remembered to drink with my square button. Oh, okay. That's right. We can potentially farm golden horn tenders off of the Inquisitors. So, near Alim is, it has that one spot that's right before the first divine beast, Horned Warrior, where you have a whole bunch of Inquisitors that you could just probably farm over and over for your golden horn tenders, because we still have not gotten the ability to craft them. And we're at a point now in the DLC where I'm not sure we will. Boy, oh boy, is it so freaking foggy. And I'm not totally sure exactly where I'm trying to go. I'm gonna go in this direction first. Because it sort of feels like one of these areas where you're just gonna like run into, I don't know, a putrid tree spirit or something. Or, hear me out, guys. What if there's another cookbook here and it lets us craft golden horn tenders? Okay, it's another cookbook, so I was maybe half right. But it's a Mad Craftsman cookbook, which gives us the hefty Frenzied Flame Pot. Good, good, good. Was there any special? I didn't check the flavor text on these. If there is any to be had. Cocktail of frenzied flame material sealed inside. The flame of frenzy burns the eyes, but tranquility follows in its wake. May this pot bring salvation to those it strikes. All right, we found a couple cookbooks. Cool. And that's it. That's it. That was the whole reason that we came down to a whole new major area of the game, guys. We needed an entire map fragment just so you could roam the area and find winter lanterns and a couple new cookbooks. There you go. That's it. Cool. That's where we'll wrap up. Oh my goodness. JK. There's got to be more, right? There's got to be more. Yeah, I want to check this lower left corner. This is where the putrid tree spirit's hiding. Except this time it's going to be a frenzied flame tree spirit. I see something glowing down there. Is it more Inquisitors? I think it's more Inquisitors. I think. I really can't see because it's nighttime. And it's the Shadow Realm. And we're in the Abyss. And it's finally looking like the Abyss. Kind of finally looking and feeling like an actual Abyss. Alright, I see Inquisitors wandering around in the... Is it a swamp? That's one thing we haven't done yet. I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't speak it into existence. But we haven't really done a, we've done poison swamps. We've done rot swamps. We haven't done frenzied flame swamps. Maybe that's what maybe I stepped in a frenzied flame swamp. It wasn't the sheep that gave me frenzy. It was me stepping in a portion of swamp that actually debuffed me with frenzy. Am I going... There's got to be a way through here to where... This is it. This is it. I was like, there's got to be an opening here that gets me to where those Inquisitors are. Maybe? Wait a minute. It's the end of the road. What the fuck? Yo. Oh my god. What? On the map, it looks like it's going to go under this this bridge, quote unquote. Nope. The fuck? How am I getting down there? Could I have just dropped down? It looked like it was too far of a fall. Shit. Can I get back up? This area is a little bit frustrating to navigate. Not gonna lie. And it really wasn't the winter lanterns, if I'm being honest. I kind of, like, I don't want to, I kind of enjoyed the winter lantern portion. Because there was just a little bit of stealth involved. And I'm okay with that. Like, I don't mind. I kind of like stealthy. I don't know about entire stealth games, but when there's sections that are sprinkled in where you have to be just, hey, you're not attacking the enemy here, you're just trying not to be seen. I like that. It's a cool little change of pace. Maybe I can fall down this way. But otherwise, you know, it's very dark and it's kind of like a whatever area so far. Not a lot to find. We found some cookbooks. That's just cool, I guess. But you know, we'll see. TBD. But it is a little bit. It's also the fact that we can't ride torrent, right? There's no torrent here, so we are really just we're hoofing it old school Dark Souls style. It's funny how you get so used to your horse. You get so used to torrent just being the absolute best buddy in the world. Do I see a fog wall? Ooh. I think I see a fog wall, guys. I see some sort of opening. At least I did. Where'd it go? The fog is back. Oh. Oh, there might be like a ruins here or something. Is that what I'm seeing? There's a structure for sure. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, what the fuck are these? That's not ominous at all. Do they, what do they have for heads? They don't have heads. They have little, like, night lights or something. I was gonna say something far worse, but let's not. I was gonna say they have light up dildos for heads. What the fuck? Okay, they actually don't look like enemies well, no, I mean, they kind of looked like enemies, but I don't, now that I see them a little bit more, now that we're a little bit closer, they're just, I don't think they're gonna attack us. But what do I know? There's a set of doors there. Oh my god. What have we found? Okay, we have to look more closely at these. We have to take a closer look. They're bound. And they really do just have, like... like, if this were a puzzle game, if this were like some crazy, weird, psychological horror puzzle game, like, I could see myself, like, there's, what, 10 of these guys? And, yeah, like Resident Evil or something. You have to figure out, what is the code? In what sequence do I have to press the... These are little switches that have to be pressed in the right order in order to open the door. There's no Sight of Grace, and there's no Stake of America, and we still can't ride Torrent. So, oh boy. Dare I open this door? There's a side of grace. Ooh. Look at this atmosphere. Holy shit, there are some... Somebody had a book burning, my god. Forbidden knowledge.
Now, come no closer. No closer, I say. The madness wells.
Come no closer? There's a side of grace right there, my guy. I have to get the side of grace, at least. I hope you understand. Midra's? I was saying Manse. Don't know exactly how to pronounce it. Is it like another word for mansion? Oh, look at this. Wow. I think things did not used to look the way that they look now. Something tells me. Boy, the dust in the air, or is it smoke, provides such a cool atmosphere. I can't remember them doing this particular visual effect before. Neat. You aren't Midra by any chance, are you? I welcome you, O uninvited guest. But must I warn, as you venture in, heed the words of our great master, Midra. Approach not the madness, lest ye succumb. Midra. Huh. Midra's mansion? Interesting. Interesting. Wow. What happened here? What the fuck happened here? Swollen grape. Appears to be a crafting item. Exceedingly rare to find. Marked with fingerprint burns. Proof of having been touched directly by the three fingers embrace. We sort of have proof of that ourselves. It's a little more close to the vest, if you will. God damn. There's more to explore in the Abyssal Woods. Oh, interesting. The mansion, it goes back into... Oh, you can kind of see it now. There's a little bit of the structure that you can see enshrouded by the tree branches. And there could be more to explore back over here. Holy shit. Oh my god, this is so cool. I'm a little sad still that we can't explore with Torrent in this area, but it's not too bad. It's not the most massive area ever. And we got this item. We got this item, and yeah, I think that is where we are going to wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. Thank you so much for watching to the end. And of course, as always, if you enjoyed the video, consider doing the YouTube thing and hitting those buttons down below. Because wouldn't you, who wouldn't want to share, pass this video along to others? Oh my god, the excitement. The excitement and, holy crap, man. That was such a cool catacombs. I really enjoyed, what was it called? The Darklight Catacombs. There is a potential legendary item to go back for in there. and it opened up the Abyssal Woods and Winter Lanterns. What the fuck? There's still so much more to explore here, although we'll see exactly how much there is to actually find. And yeah, Manse, Midra's mansion is what I'm gonna go with for now. I think that's probably where we will start next time. I am so happy though that we have been able to navigate though to the rest of the map. Finally, at long last, and being able to do it before doing the rest of whatever is ahead of us in Anir Elim. I'm excited to get back to that because we have a Needle Knight to talk to still, I think. But yeah, there's, man, when it gets foggy, you can't see the damn thing. What happened to you all, man? Do I really want to know? It's probably, you know, it's better just to keep me on a need-to-know basis on that front. Maybe we'll find out next time. Who knows? We'll probably have some different fashion souls next time. Because the Death Knight, you know, it's not a bad outfit. It's not a bad outfit. But there's still so many options to try out. Still so many parts of this. This DLC is, man. It looks so nice having the map fully uncovered now, doesn't it? No more enshrouded Realm of Shadow. I will likely still continue to do the backtracking that I have been doing because I have been finding things. That'll be my way to enjoy Elden Ring when I'm not here with you all. But man, this game, I always just find myself sitting here just thinking through how awesome the game is and how there's still so many things I want to do and play. Secrets and discoveries to make. I'm not necessarily looking forward to Midra's mansion, but we'll see what it's all about next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.